Hi guys, well as promised, here I am making a video. I kind of wanted to talk about the subject matter at hand, and that is the Shield. Um, just to take you back to probably my second video I made about and made in general, was what was the point of the Shield. You know, there are three guys who I genuinely like, and that's Rollins, Ambrose, and the other guy. I always forget his. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I always forget his name. Mini Batista. That's what I'm gonna call him. Um, he, I mean, they as individuals impress me. I quite like them. I actually like Rollins more than some other guys. I actually think he fits a purpose. He strikes me as someone who could potentially be better than Jeff Hardy was. That's how much I like him. I see a lot of potential in him. Ambrose is my guy. I really like him. He just seems very. He seems to be cut from a different cloth, but I like that about him. Very good on the mic. Um, he, there's just something about him that I really like. I even like the other guy. I don't normally like big types, which is ironic coming from a big guy, but it's true. I don't normally like big types just because they're quite limited in the ring. Um, but I do like it. I like his look. Uh, he seems quite believable when he talks, in the sense that you can see that this is a guy not to fuck with. And I quite like the idea of that. Um, I think, but as a group, I don't. There's two major problems I have with them as a group. One of them being that I think groups are all, for me, one of the major reasons why Evolution got over was because they had two instantly recognizable names. They had Triple H, who's someone who the company are always going to force down your ass, left, right, center, up your ass. They'll always do it with Triple H. So you know that as a group, you are going to be spotlighted with someone who is um, featured a lot. The only thing I can compare it to, in the opposite sense, is D12 and Eminem. Like, I always thought Eminem didn't do enough, in my opinion, to spotlight D12, because his name should have instantly got them over. And I think, with the exception of Bizarre, and that's only because Bizarre has such a unique character, and Proof, because on RIP, Proof, because Proof was always with Eminem. I don't think he did, like, please, outside of those two, tell me another member of D12. I'm a rap fan, and I couldn't tell you another name of theirs. I'm just being honest. So it's for me it's kind of like that, but with the Evolution example, WWE made sure that everybody was spotlighted, made sure that they turned Randy Orton into a star, so much so that he won the belt, the World Heavyweight Championship, while still in Evolution. And they made Batista a star. And they kind of, that's the way to do it, in my opinion. That was a three-man group, but you instantly made them to be a star, all individually stars. Then the opposite way of doing a three-man group is, I would probably have to point to Legacy. Legacy, again, they had Randy Orton being the household name. But the problem with that, with the way they did theirs, is because everything revolved around what Orton was doing. And not enough time was being spotlighted on Cody Rhodes, on Ted DiBiase. And I always liked Ted DiBiase. To tell you the truth, when them two first came along, despite Cody Rhodes' name, I actually thought Ted DiBiase was the one that was gonna go with it. He seemed ready to me. And WWE, as usual, they just completely dropped the ball with Ted DiBiase. And with Cody Rhodes, they should have made Cody Rhodes a star in 2011. They should have made him win. Sorry, 2000. It was 2012 Dolph won it. Okay. Yeah, so 2012, when Dolph won the Money in the Bank, that was a time, in my opinion, that Cody Rhodes should have won it. For the simple reason that by that time, Cody Rhodes was on a roll. He just beat Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. He was ready. And then, again, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Rhodes Scholars, but it's almost like he's had to take a step back in order to go forward. And that's the opposite way of doing a three-man group. The reason why I like a five-man group is because a five-man group, for me, it seems like more of a threat. Right? They're trying to get over the idea that the Shield are a threat, that they are someone who is really causing a problem in the WWE. A three-man group just feels like more of a difficult annoyance rather than a threat. And that's the problem I have with it. I think if you put a bigger name in a three-man group, but spotlight each individual and their talents the right way, then you instantly get over the idea that not only are they a threat, they're like the real deal because they're associated with somebody else who you can believe is legitimate. And I think what I would have liked to have seen was for CM Punk to be, as much as I like Ambrose, for CM Punk to be the leader of that group. And then for a kind of almost like a light-hearted comedy, not really a comedy character, but more of a light-hearted kind of character in a sense of I forgot his name. The guy that Tony T and Sledge Daddy liked so much. The guy who used to be a referee. You guys have to remember his name. I don't like him. That's what's disgraceful about this. I actually really like him. Gosh, I forgot his name. The guy who used to be a referee and screwed Ryback. That guy. That's where I would have liked to have seen him in the group for the mere reason that I think you can get over the fact that he's a slightly light-hearted character. However, he'll win matches because of the threat of this group. And instantly you make him into a bigger name just by doing that, by doing things like that. And it just, for me, it would have seemed like more of a threat by putting kind of different types of characters in there, but having more people. Or if you're not going to have more people, have an instantly recognizable name. What I'm hoping will happen is that later on down the line, assuming they don't drop the ball this Sunday, which I'm about to come on to, that they will be associated with a big name, like a Ric Flair. Like somebody who is going to get them over. Like they're doing this for a particular reason, that somebody is telling them to do this stuff. And that's what I'm hoping will happen. But for this moment in time, I still don't understand really the point of them. And I suppose that's where this Sunday comes into play, because they're facing the Super Breakfast Club group in Sheamus, Ryback, and John Cena. And you laugh at the idea that they could actually beat them. For me, it's important. It's so important that they win on Sunday. John Cena doesn't need the win. The motherfucker's going to get the win in the following month when he beats The Rock for that WWE Championship. So he doesn't need the win. Ryback, to me, I think the moment that they didn't make him WWE champion in the Cell, and the moment they didn't have him win the Royal Rumble, his character has lost a lot of momentum, and I don't take Ryback as seriously anymore. Sheamus, I used to love Sheamus when he was a heel. I really did. The moment the Sheamus character got spoilt for me was when he ran from the necklace, and I thought, fuck off. What the fuck? For me, that's when the Sheamus character ceased to exist. And I stopped liking him since then. And now you see him smiling when he's supposed to be angry. I don't buy into Sheamus anymore. They again dropped the ball on them. But what I'm pleading with the WWE, what must happen is that the WWE have to allow Shield to win. If you want us to believe in the Shield, they must win on Sunday. By hook or by crook, they must win. Any other outcome will only prove my earlier video correctly. What is the point of the Shield? Hope you like this video. Comment, subscribe. You'll see me a few times today, so be pre-warned. Be pre-warned. You will see me a few times today. But I will catch you lot later. Take care. Peace.